The restoration of King of the Hill nearly got Hank a new job. Hank Hill's retirement was one of the greatest changes in the new season of King of the Hill, which is now available on Hulu. However, it turns out that the creative team behind the revival series almost gave Hank a completely other position in the end. Fans of King of the Hill are now aware enough that Hank enjoyed his job in the first series, and sometimes preferred propane to his family. Therefore, it was definitely a big shock to see Hank with so much more time in retirement. In order to make enough money to retire at the start of the next season, Hank had been working with the Aramco base in Saudi Arabia on Arabian propane and propane accessories, as was disclosed in King of the Hill Season 14. The series creative team had discussed whether to totally retire Hank, return him to Strickland Propane, or perhaps offer him a new position, as showrunner Saladin K. Patterson told Popverse. In determining what we wanted to see, Patterson said, some of the interesting debates that we had, things like how retired is Hank? Is Hank really going to attempt to enjoy retirement to the fullest? Or do we want him to try something else or get a new job? Is it still our desire to see him at Strickland Propane? However, the main goal of the current revival was to alter the characters while maintaining their familiarity in a manner that would appeal to viewers of the original series. We wanted to capitalize on the fact that we age things up and have fun with what makes sense for these characters to be doing now, but it was really more about realizing that fans wanted to see these characters and the characters they loved. Many of those things still needed to be addressed and resolved. When you're doing a revival like this, or whether we're bringing another show back, you always have to kind of figure out, why now? Patterson said, explaining that this was where the actual challenge of King of the Hill's rebirth truly began. What we will provide folks that differs from what they previously saw is another aspect of the why now issue. However, you also need to maintain consistency so that viewers can see and identify the program they were familiar with and enjoyed. And the squad has undoubtedly struck the mark, considering its success with supporters thus far.